This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for Aries for the month of May 2018. This has a look at the broad overarching energies that will affect most of your lives. Some of this may not apply to you, some of it may. If you'd like something that is more applicable to your own life story, or you have questions you'd like answers for, or if you'd like to order that really amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. Aries, we're going to start with those of you looking for relationships. We'll move on to those of you in committed partnerships, and then on to career, general forecast, etc. So, the cards that come up for you guys, those of you that are looking for a romantic relationship, you get scissors, basket, claw, jug, and hat. You also get two romance angel cards. We'll get to those just now. The scissors says disappointment in some affair. The basket says recognition, reward for merit. The claw says be careful, do not take risks. The jug says light-hearted, carefree time. And the hat says you will be playing a different role. Right, so if we look at that lineup, what I see for you is a lot of you have, in the recent future, been involved in a relationship that disappointed you. The person disappointed you, the relationship disappointed you. For many of you, I'm hearing the person disappointed you hugely. Yet you get the basket card that follows that says recognition and reward for merit. I think that in this disappointing relationship, you held up your part. You handled it beautifully. You did what needed to be done. You were a good partner, and for that the universe is about to reward you, it would seem. The clause says be careful, do not take risks. I think that's just a little bit of a reminder that you're probably going to be meeting someone new, more than one new person, okay, that has romantic potential. You will know very soon, if not right away, whether this person is right for you or not. Don't take the risk with someone that you know is not right for you, because you'll probably head down the path of disappointment again. The jug says the light-hearted, carefree time, and the hat says you'll be playing a different role. I think what that is saying, and what I see by that is, I see someone new coming in that is a completely different type of partner, that has you, the different role, being a happier, easier kind of relationship. You can relax and enjoy. That's the different role you'll be playing, especially with that light-hearted, carefree time showing up there as well. Very nice potential energy there for those of you looking for relationships, providing, of course, that you go with what you know is actually going to work for you, and you don't risk it on somebody you know will be high maintenance. Right, if we look at those two romance cards, they pretty much, I think, continue with that message, because it says romantic feelings and worth waiting for. So you're going to have romantic feelings for somebody, and it's worth waiting for that particular person, because romantic feelings says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So it will be both of you feel the same way. I think the risk that is coming up in May is you will meet someone whom you're deeply attracted to, yet they'll be kind of attracted to you, but you'll know it's not reciprocated on the level that you feel for them. Yet there is someone else coming into your life, and it's showing up in May already. So you're possibly going to meet the one person. Maybe they're exciting, maybe they're a challenge, so you might meet them at the same time as the other one. Go for the safer option this time. And the worth waiting for says divine timing is at work in your love life. So it doesn't matter what has happened in the last few months. That disappointment, don't worry about that one. And wait for that person that you feel those romantic feelings for, and you know it's a safe bet, and they feel the same way about you. You will know it, and that relationship is definitely worth exploring. And remember that divine timing is also at work. So just wait for that time when that person presents. Now, those of you that are in committed partnerships and relationships or married, you get the hammock, you get the wishbone, you get the mountain, you get the victory card, and lightning. And you'll see the two tarot cards that you get is the Queen of Earth and the Ace of Earth. So the hammock says taking a vacation, mentally or physically. The wishbone says a wish is granted. The mountain says major challenge to overcome. Yet victory says victory in some endeavor. And the lightning says control your anger or you will be sorry. So there's a little bit of a story here, as you can see. You start off the month, those of you in committed partnerships and relationships, and it's coasting along rather nicely. You don't see any signs of a challenge. Everything seems to be going according to plan. It all seems to be working out really well. And even some kind of wish is granted at the beginning of May in where your relationships are concerned. Those of you that is in committed partnerships and relationships. Then comes some kind of obstacle, some kind of bump in the road, something that you've got to deal with. And it says a major challenge to overcome. So something within committed partnerships and relationships is a real sticking point. It's really something you're going to have to deal with. Yet you get the victory card, which says you will overcome this. You will have victory in this. And it's all within 1 month. So no matter how big that challenge is, it's not so big that you can't deal with it in the short space of 4 weeks, right? And then it says lightning, control your anger, you will be sorry. So whatever that obstacle is, just be wary of your temper at that time. Don't let your temper get the better of you, because you will overcome this challenge and you're going to overcome it fairly, I won't say easily, but you will get over it. It's 1 short month, you get the victory card. So keep the temper in check, because that could be the only problem that you have to deal with at a later stage. Your 2 tarot cards, the Queen of Earth and the Ace of Earth, is very interesting in your relationship sector, because the Queen of Earth speaks about using your resources wisely, but these are any resources. And the Ace of Earth says using what you have to generate what you want. In other words, not going out there to find it, not thinking it's out there, you already have it. So I think what that is saying is you have the means, you have the way of dealing with this successfully, whatever the situation is within your relationship. Use the knowledge, the wisdom, the gained knowledge, even your material resources. Use them wisely. You know what to do with them. Use them to fix the situation. You have everything that you need. Right, the career cards that you get is the wind chimes, the chain, the handshake, the tree, and the heart. The tarot cards that you get is the Ace of Water and the Page of Fire. So once again, you start out your month on this fairly even keel. There's peace and harmony in your career sector. Things are coasting along nicely. Then a chain of events starts off that will affect your life. There's a meeting with a stranger that could be important. That's the handshake. There's the tree, affairs with your family. So somehow your family is woven into whatever's going to happen in your career sector in May. The heart says love, deep affection, and caring. Very interesting lineup of cards. Your tarot card, that Ace of Water, says there's an abundance of optimism and enthusiasm. The Page of Fire, speaks about the same kind of energy. There's this deep belief that things will work out. There's this enthusiasm, this need for adventure and a keen sense of adventure, of venturing forth into new territories, trying new things, and being willing to try new things. So I think what happens is the beginning of the month in the career sector, here you are coasting along nicely in your career, everything's going hunky-dory, then you meet someone new, and they set off this chain of events. Somehow your feelings are involved. You get the Ace of Water, you get the Heart card, you get the tree with your family involved in it. For some of you, I have a feeling you're about to meet someone through your work, through your job, through what you do. And they're going to inspire you, they're going to make you enthusiastic, they're going to make you feel that thrill for life again. And perhaps your family is going to be very happy about this meeting. That definitely seems to be the case. For others of you, it could just be that this person comes up with perhaps new ideas for you in your career sector that sort of lights your fire again and makes you feel very enthusiastic about life. But somebody you meet within your job, within your career in the month of May sets a new course for your life and ignites that fire of enthusiasm in you once again. If we look at your success cards for the month of May, you get the Older Man, you get the Eagle, you get the Sphere, you get the Vulture, and you get the Moon. So success is courtesy of an older, or dealings or relationship with an older man in the month of May. I wonder for many of you if that isn't the stranger that you meet in sort of the career area of your life, or work or projects area of your life. It's possibly an older man that sets a new course for you. You will have triumph over obstacles and troubles in the month of May. Beautiful card, that eagle card. Okay? The spear card says, heartache over what you no longer have. I did kind of get that feeling there's something in the month of May that kind of moves out of your life. Yet I think it's more along your feeling lines, or perhaps it's something that has gone a while ago and you're kind of missing it. And the vulture says depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. It's interesting that that crops up now, followed by the moon, which is change in your life. We know there's change coming in your life. You've already seen that. I think that that spear and the vulture together are coupled together. There's something in your past, in your recent past, that kind of made you feel maybe not as enthusiastic about life anymore. Ah, yes, that's the message coming through for you now. It took away your enthusiasm. Someone did something which took away your enthusiasm. But in the month of May, that enthusiasm is returned to your life, because you get the messenger of fire, which is a renewal of enthusiasm and a knowledge that if you follow through with what does set fire to your blood, with what you do know makes you enthusiastic, that it can succeed. So you had the page of fire as well, and now you've got the messenger of fire. So you're going to feel that enthusiasm once again. You're going to follow through with it, knowing you can achieve your goals and your aims, knowing that in fact by being enthusiastic again, that life will change. It will change for the better, and you can achieve those things that perhaps you've been disappointed about in the not so distant past. You get the Hierophant. That talks about tradition and also about an older person. That now shows up twice for you, doesn't it? I think there's someone traditional coming into your life. Aha, here comes your message. And this person is possibly going to show you the way once again. Even though there is this fire and this enthusiasm and this want to blaze a new trail, which is so very typical of Aries, isn't it? You guys are so good at blazing new trails. Someone's going to show you a slightly more traditional way of doing it, and maybe that's where your success is going to lie. Your happiness cards for the month of May, and this always symbolizes for me the underlying experience that your soul wants you to have, your soul path evolution. You get the bridge card, you get the cup, you get the ink pot, you get the nest, the butterfly, and the bowl. The bridge says successfully overcoming a problem. We've already seen there's a bit of a hump in the road for you in the month of May. You will be successfully overcoming whatever that hump is. The cup says you should accept valid criticism. That older person that's showing up, that older man that's showing up in your life, that Hierophant, that traditional thing, that traditional way, that traditional person that may be giving you some kind of advice. It may seem like criticism at first, but accept what they have to say, because there's a pearl of wisdom in there somewhere. The ink pot says problems will be resolved. That's coming through for you again and again. So don't let whatever those humps in the road is, there may be more than one in the month of May. Don't let them throw you off your track or your trail. You're going to overcome all those problems. The nest says an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. So make sure that you maintain that loving family. Do what needs to be done. Remember, it said you have all the resources to do it. Use them to keep that family of yours happy, to have your atmosphere at home happy. The butterfly says a change for the better. You've already seen changes coming. It's inevitable for you in the month of May. There's definitely change coming. The butterfly is reminding you this change is for the better. And the bowl says plenty of material things. So in the wake of this change comes plenty of material things. So there's a nice manifestation. If we look at your two tarot cards, you get the Ten of Water and the Four of Water. Now the Ten of Water is that abundance card. It's loyalty and happiness and optimism and enthusiasm and things going well. That is what will manifest in your life fairly soon. That is what is destined for you. The Four of Water speaks about kind of a lull, a feeling of disappointment perhaps because things aren't working out the way they should. What the Four Vortex says is, it's not that things aren't working out the way they should, it's just taking its time to work out the way it should. We've already seen the beginning of May, there is like this quiet moment, this lull. Enjoy that for what it genuinely is. It's a little bit of peace and a little bit of quiet, a little bit of time for you to regroup, sit quietly and get your downloads from Spirit. See it as such. Don't see it as I'm not succeeding, I'm not achieving my goals, things have stopped, they failed. It's not that at all. It's just a time for you to rest, recuperate and get your downloads. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I would like to repeat again, if you'd like a personal or private reading or that really, really amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and I want to give a very special thank you to anybody that shares this video. Thank you.